Revisiting the job site, we had no photos of the build process for Mr. Dennis Rankin, and I felt bad about that. So when he reached out, I was incredibly happy because we're gonna highlight his build from the ground up. Now, as always, a Mallett building starts with the delivery. We're gonna bring the materials, deliver them to the site. You see a bunch of trusses here, some windows, some extra material. I can't necessarily make out what that is from here, but material is delivered. Now, a little bit further in the future, I believe Mr. Dennis said this entire build only took 3 days. So if you forget what the building looked like, I'll show you at the end, but it only took 3 days. So a lot of this is happening within a 24-hour span. Keep that in mind. Now, framing is going up. They're beginning to put the outside of the building. Here is a little more fleshed out. They have the trusses in place. They have more, the shell is pretty much complete at this point. Now they're starting to put the metal up on the outside. Look at all these brackets here, all these scissor trusses, everything is beautiful. Look at the amount of trusses here. That's just incredible to me, honestly. But they're beginning to put the metal up. Here they are basically done. I believe they have the majority of the outside, missing a few pieces here, but they are done with the outside, it looks like, and they're beginning to put the roof. You can see the weather protection right here, a little bit of the roof on the front wing or gable right there. And again, starting the roof, you can see this roof line, but inside everything is complete. Again, all the trusses, it's incredible how many trusses are involved in this. Another little wing off the back of the exit here, it appears, and this is the garages that turned out beautiful. We also have, you can see the post protectors here. Then this is the front entrance. Looking great, that black is absolutely stunning. So this is something I found very interesting. Mr. Dennis left notes on some PDFs and sent those as well, just kind of giving a little more insight into his build and things that he found interesting. He notes here, pointing to these, it is important to note for barndominium builders how through proper framing and hurricane clips can basically tie in both structures to enhance strength. So here he's begun to flesh out the inside, it appears, to start converting it into a barndominium. We were not a part of his conversion process. We supplied the shell to his building. He believed, as you heard in his interview, that the Mallett shell was the most optimal for his build. He says he felt that it was the best option for a shell, and if you're gonna be building a home, you may as well get the best. We appreciate that comment very much. As well as this, he's showing how easy they convert into each other. Good use of clips and framing, he said. Here, he's pointing out, he says, throughout the framing process, I asked my framers to use any leftover materials to tie in their framing to Mallett's shell for added strength and durability. So as you can see here, they're using extra material to just add a little bit more rigidity here. Again, he's in this for the long haul. This is his home. He's making sure everything is not only utilized, but utilized to the absolute best possible. So that's an incredible little feature there. He also noted, this is a good picture showing how Barndo framing ties in great with Mallett's building. Notice the wall framing under the double 2x12 header within the 6x6 or 4x4 post. Also, during the Mallett construction, when a window or door does not line up with a 6x6 post, Mallett uses 4x4 posts as part of their framing to match the barndominium's internal structure. So it's just showing how we adjust on the fly with engineering approval to make sure you still have the best building, but that will fit the build as well. Now, this all of course went through engineering and made sure everything was still Mallett standard quality and good industrial quality, but you can see the 2x12 headers here, the double headers. Just everything's beautiful. The framing is phenomenal. The making everything fit together, beautiful. All these windows, all this natural light, I'm loving it. Now, here he's saying, original design had the form boards against the post. I did not want that, nor did I want the post socks showing. I asked for clearance room around post, and I would pay for any extra cost or do it myself if needed. They called Mallett office and were given permission to do all 3 porches like this. So he's highlighting that experience here. And again, you can see the post protectors, and you can even see the cable lock system already coming through because they have the weather matting here. This is beginning the pour process after the framing for the concrete. So you can see the cable lock system coming here, connecting to the posts diagonally there. Great example there. Now, a little bit behind that, before that, this is the plumbing we were talking about, Mr. Tim. Look at the intensity of the plumbing. Everything is beginning to take shape here. All the pipes are ran. Everything is in place. They've dug up exactly what they need for there, running the span of the building. You see the up pipes here. All the pipes here. Everything's being put in place. Beautiful build. Again, on the inside, you can see all the post protectors. You can see everything going here. Now, they're finished with the piping, the plumbing. They've covered everything up. They've flattened it down. You can see all the tire marks, everything. They've been working on here to make sure this is level. There's the top of the pipe right there. Now, here's that same photo from earlier without the extra add-ons, the write-ups. And here is the inside, again, about to begin the pouring of the concrete. They framed everything out. Everything's ready. You can see all the framing, of course. And it might be hard to see, but here is the cable lock system going, again, post to post. Have everything coming across. You can see all these cables here. Everything is beginning to take shape quite literally because this is the forming process. So this is the final process, pouring concrete. Looking great. You see the electrical is run. Everything's ready to be wired, be good. Now here's the completed pour for the concrete. You see all the up pipes. You see some electrical. Again, the intensity of the trusses. Here's the concrete trucks. And this is the final poured concrete here. Now, again, just wanted to show off how many trusses. Those scissor trusses are beautiful, guys. The framing, the amount of wood used in this build is insane. And then he's already started doing some internal framing. It looks like it's going to be a bedroom or a closet right here. Beautiful work, Mr. Dennis. I know we said it last time, but absolutely beautiful building. So if you forgot what the outside looks like, this is the completed version of what Mr. Dennis did with his building. Like I said, these garage doors turned out beautifully. That wood stain looks amazing. He wrapped the front posts, turning them from the 6x6. This looks to be now about an 8x8, but that's a veneer on the outside. Veneer, it's a shell. Matches beautifully the stain on the doors, the shutters, everything. The landscaping is beautiful by itself. But a little aerial view. You can also, if you look closely, see the gutter brush guards, preventing all that debris from running into the gutters. Here's a more close-up shot how wonderfully well this is done. He has his gutters plumbed out into the garden bed to help water his landscaping. Very scenic. All the cameras and lights wired. Everything looks phenomenal. Some inside shots, you know, this is the interior. Well, again, once he finished it out and completed everything, we're going to have to figure out who did your inside, Mr. Dennis. If you don't mind sending us that as well, whoever did this, we're going to have to start recommending them because your home is beautiful. And then maybe we can put you on payroll for design if you're the one who designed this because, wow, I love the fixtures, the finishes. Everything is beautiful. Keeping that black inside and out. Also with the natural wood, very well done. Here's the bedroom, closet. But that's our show for today. Thank you all so very much for watching. Mr. Dennis, thank you again for sending the in-progress pictures.